Hello guys, welcome to my channel. And today I wanted to actually show you people orchid which I have actually propagated last year. It was already a matured one, and what I did was I separated them, and I've got lots of plants. And since the season to bloom, and birds have already appeared, and some of the plants have started blooming already. So I have basically 3 species on. Right now only one has bloomed. Let me show you how I kept it, how I maintained it actually. Guys, this is how I have kept it, and I've just used a little bit natural moss that I could collect and tied it with the rope. You can see this. I have tied it with the rope on the branch. I've collected some branch from the jungle, and it has grown very well. And it is at first I was not knowing how to care of it. I thought because in our home, in our villages, they used to just keep it and they don't water, they don't provide nutrients. So I thought it is going to survive well like that, and I kept it like that. And because of that, maybe its growth was not that good. But my mother told me they need water, and then I started watering every 3 times in a week. And then I started giving them some NPK, and because of that, you can see it has started growing really healthy. And I'm so happy that all the birds have appeared too. See, this one has grown very well, and as you can see the differences. See, this is growing really well. You can see it. See. The differences that you can see is, it has this on it. You can see this moss. It has more moss collection on it than compared to the other one. And maybe that could be the one reason it was retaining more moisture for the plant to grow. And that is why it has more buds compared to the other plants. And here is one. It has already bloomed. You can see. It's really beautiful to see. See, and there are still some buds, waiting to bloom. And you can see this. It has bloomed. I do not have much knowledge about the orchid, but in our tradition, and more darker the color, it is a male. So I guess since it is more whitish in color, more pale in color, it is a female plant. And since it is more dark in color, it is a male. I'm not talking about scientifically this plant is female, that plant is male, but I'm just sharing the knowledge that our ancestors they used to believe. And there are more plants you can see, which are getting ready to bloom. You can see the buds. See the buds here. You can see even this does not have that much of moss, and maybe because of that the growth was not very good. And the more you can see, even this is the one. Let me focus. You can see the more moss, it has more moss to cover the roots. That is why it has got more buds. You can see here. Wait a minute, let me clean up my baby. You can see more buds here. Here, this is one branch which is ready to bloom, and this is the another branch on this which is getting ready, and there are some more tiny you can see. And this one also, it has got more mosses on it, and maybe because of, I think, yeah, because they need more like moisture, not dry condition but a moist condition. But not it doesn't mean like it needs a moist condition. It doesn't mean that it has to be like completely underwater, because the roots are very susceptible to rotting. So even this has good moss covered on it, so that is why it has more. But you can see, guys, basically dendrobium anosmum is called as an epiphytic plant, which grows on the tree and not on the root, and not on the soil. But on my last vacation visit, I've seen one of my aunt growing it on the pot. So when I thought, let me try it, and then actually I kept it, like I was experimenting on 4 pots, 1, 2, 3 and 4, these 4 pots. And some, I think because of my soil media, it did not grow that well. And there's one more factor to such health of this plant, that is my ducks, because they have been always they love to eat leaves, and they come and take the leaves, they come and eat the leaves, and while plucking off the leaves, they uproot my plant every time. And because of that, I think they could not survive. And this big one, they could not uproot it, so it has the root has got stronghold on the soil. And basically it's not the soil. What I have added is little leaf molds, you can see bricks, then coal, and just 10% of the soil out of 100%, only 10%, so that the leaf can easily degrade and provide more organic matter to this plant. So you can see that though it is epiphytic, but yet it has grown so beautifully, and it is all so ready to bloom. So guys, if you really want to if you get an orchid, even if it's epiphytic, and you want to grow in a pot, you can grow it. And to be very honest, and I can give you a very genuine solution to it, you can add you can add bricks, and then you can add coal and leaf mold. Just that 3 of the things will be sufficient for it, and water it only when the topsoil is drying. And then after that, you can give NPK once a month or twice a month, NPK solution. See, it's growing, it is very healthy, it is growing very well, and I'm happy. This was also growing very healthy, but then I have duck enemies. They always try to pluck the leaves and then kill my plant. Anyways, you can still see that a baby is growing from here. It is still I have the chance of making this plant survive, and I believe this plant will survive very well. It's okay. I have to do some changes on the soil potting. And this one, even though there is no leaf on it, you can see the buds are so ready. After the flowering is done, I'll change the soil media. And you can see this. See, as I was talking about the ducks, they are my biggest enemy, but then I cannot avoid them because my brother is actually rearing those ducks, so I don't want to have a clash with my brother. I used to have a bunch of peace lily here. It was completely the canopy was so bunchy that it completely covered this, but because of duck, now you can see the whole leaves are gone, and after it is destroyed, it really takes time to grow healthy again. And so that even my brother, he just wanted to have it's just a mutual understanding between us, so that we do not argue, he kept some protection barrier here. He used all the cardboards which I got from the odors, so he used all these cardboards to cover this area from the duck. There you can see he has done it. I am so thankful so he did this, but I am not really thankful to his ducks for what they have done to my flowers.